Welcome back everybody to Storm of Doom. I am going to do a content video on Silver Surfer. We have a few requests that are wanting to know who to battle him with, who to use him with, and what his actual abilities are to actually help better their existing teams that they're currently using.
Storm of Doom!
All right, let's get into it and start talking about Silver Surfer and his abilities. So currently I have him at tier 9 and level 60, so I don't have him super maxed out yet, but he is getting there. I am mostly free to play, so every once in a while I will splurge, and they had two $10 offers on him to get him to 3 stars, so I took advantage of that. Before now, you can see in the store they want $50 for him, and I'm like, ha, nope. So yeah, some things are good deals and some things are not. You just gotta really pay attention to what the actual offers are and what you're actually getting for those offers. So, all right, I have them at 6664 here, and I do not have enough T4 orange abilities yet to max him, so it's going to be a little bit yet before I can get to that status. I had put some ISO 8 gear on him and got him to Striker, and put 2 level on here. It's important to really get the characters that you really want to boost out to at least 3. I have a lot of my characters only at 1, but that's really just for the power, and that's for the ones that I'm pretty much just have benched at this point and I'm not really going to be using. So if you, I know ISO 8 can be really confusing. I would recommend reaching out to Wolvathor's site. He has a really good video on ISO 8 and how he explained it. It's very it's very confusing, especially if you're just now starting to play and you weren't really around for the ISO 8 update when it first came out. So I definitely recommend that. But I can explain to some degree on why I picked Striker. So what I did here is I went to my Discord. We have our own site where we do our own growth channel, you would say. So I put a lot of my ISO 8 stuff in here. So you would type in the little squiggly line there, and then you type ISO and then the name of the character that you want, and it will pop up with an ISO 8 confidence. And this confidence is what everybody else has done that has the MSFG site that they put in. So this is all of what they put their characters to. So currently 97.5% of the players that are using the MSF.GG site is using Striker for Silver Surfer. And what this does is it enhances the attack and gains an extra attack on the vulnerable enemies. So this is actually a really good one for him, especially since he is a heavy hitter. That one, I do agree, is worth putting that one on him. Alright, so now we will go back to his actual abilities here. So his basic attack, we have attacks primary targets for 240%. Piercing, he transfers 2 negative effects from this character to the primary target. If the character doesn't have any negative effects, transfer 2 positive effects from the primary target to this character instead. And since I have him at level 6, he gets an additional 40% piercing to the primary target, and he transfers 2 positive effects or negative effects depending. So he's definitely a pretty beasted hitter. So it takes this plus this, so he's at 280% piercing for the first attack, and he's able to transfer any negative effects on this character and throw it back at the other players, which is nice. So there's that one. And then for his special, he attacks primary target for 500% piercing plus applies disrupt. Attacks all adjacent targets for 150% piercing and applies defense down. And then this attack can't be counterattacked, which is nice. For level 6, he gets an additional 100% piercing to the primary target, and he applies defense down to the secondary targets. So this one is a really good heavy hitter because he's already at 500%, and then he gets an additional 100%, so that puts it at 600% piercing. And then he also applies Disrupted. And what Disrupted does, which I can show you because I also screenshot it and have snatched some stuff from MSFG and used this as my personal reference here, so I always have it. So Disrupted here says additional positive effects cannot be applied to this character. So what he does is he throws this onto the other characters, and they can't use any of their positive effects that they might have to help each other out. So it's nice. It's like block. So what also is good with this is he applies defense down, and that'll be good for his enemies. So they are going to be in trouble when they see him. Alright, so for his ultimate attack, attacks all enemies for 300% piercing, and he applies the heal block, clears all charged, all positive effects, and applies ability block for 2 turns to the primary target. I love this because he has an AoE attack, and it's 300%, and this will be nice when I can get that one, but for now I'm still at level 6, so it will give it an additional 50%, so it'll be at 350% piercing. And he can clear all positive effects on the other team, so that is also nice. And he applies ability block as well for 2 turns, so that's also really nice. So he is meant to counter, he's supposed to be good for battling Black Order. So I'm going to see if I can try to find something in the Blitz to battle against with him. Hopefully we can. And I'm going to put him with some really strong characters, and maybe we can get some Black Orders to pop up to try that out and see how he does. I know we don't have him maxed yet, so it'll be a little more tricky to do that. But Marvels did try to plan to make him so that way he could be at a lower level and still be able to take down some of the meta teams that they've come out with lately. So we'll see how that goes. But what makes him really good and versatile is the fact that this here, he's Hero, Cosmic, Mystic, and Blaster. You see, it's very basic attacks, or basic abilities that are attached. He doesn't have anything restricting him to any specific character. Like, it's not an Ashguard, it's not, an Avengers team. It's very basic, so you can pretty much put him anywhere. He has this hero thing here, which I know his one attack. It's passive. We haven't talked about his passive yet. My apologies. I skipped right over that. He gives Hero Cosmic. So if you put Hero Cosmic on your team, you're gonna get an additional 50% focus for them, which is nice. So let's get into his passive since I skipped over that. So on spawn, he gains a defense up for a turn. So he automatically starts with defense up. And then on any turn, he heals for 5% of this character's max health. So he does do a little bit of healing, but it's very minute. And on turn, he gains 15% speed and up to an additional 45% speed as well. So that will help the turn meter order to get him to attack faster and more often. A non-summon ally death gains offense up. So any characters that are on the team that are non-summoned, so like if you have a Helen, they have their little summons on there, they're not going to get this, but the other characters will. If the character has offense up, all attacks are ignored, defense up. So he's like replacing the defense up with the offense up for this. But alright, so then additionally here, because there's more, gain 50% resistance if this character has one or more villain cosmic enemies. So if he's attacking villain, he actually gains an additional 50% resistance. And he gains an additional 50% resistance for every additional villain that you're attacking against, which is nice. Then he gains 50% focus, and if his character has one or more hero cosmic allies, he gains an additional 50% focus on all allies gaining 50% focus. So he's gaining 50% focus on his hero. So here it's just increasing, so it's just adding to it. So it's a really good combination. So you really want to put him with hero if possible. So when you're matching him with people or characters, you definitely want to put him with heroes. So we will get into that, and I will show you some Blitz Runs. Okay, so now we're going to try out some blitzes here. I have selected Silver Surfer to be in this position. I wanted to put Black Bolt in the first position. I really like having Black Bolt in that position. I have all Hero Cosmic right now, which is what he gains. All these characters will gain an additional percentage abilities towards his abilities there. And so I was just setting that team up. So let's see if we can find, of course not. I'm on 8. Of course there's no, well, we can do this one with Thanos, but it's not going to be empowered. Let's not sim this and actually battle it out, so you guys can actually see the actual attacks and whatnot and what actually happens. Although I do love the sim feature. I'm a little spoiled with that. Alright. That's a 3. Alright, so I usually use CM's ultimate right away. I can use Silver Surfer's ultimate right away, which is completely just almost took out the rocket, and then got the assist from Black Bolt there. I'm going to actually do the blind first, and he got these two guys here, and then take out Crossbones. Alright, Silver Surfer special there. Kind of excited to see what it's going to be like when he gets completely maxed out, if he's already doing that much damage. So yeah, we literally just slaughtered this team, which I kind of figured we would. It was a pretty easy team to take down for that. Alright. Let's see if I got some credits here. Let's see if we can find... Guess we can try the symbiotes. They have a really weak SSM. But yeah, this should be fine as well. This shouldn't be an issue. Apparently my Wi-Fi is not liking me right now. It's a little slow. Alright, so I usually always try to take out Anti-Venom so he doesn't try to bring anybody else back in right away. That's usually my first target when going for him. Got the heal blocks on them, which is nice, so they can't heal block, or they can't try to heal on me. Let's blind Anti-Venom resisted. Did not realize. I forgot he does that. Alright, let's do Thor's Lightning Strike. Surfer's Special. CM's Special. Anti-Venom is pretty decent. There we go. Down. Alright. And I took my... Oof. This is not looking good. Okay, this kind of backfired. I thought, all right, maybe they're not good against symbiotes. Um, well, that's good to know. That was definitely a slaughter. Huh. Okay. Note to self: symbiotes are gonna take down a good Silver Surfer team. All right. Let me also try. I have this together. This is my weakest team so far because I haven't. I've been slowly upgrading Red Guardian right now, and because he's going to be really good for the Doom raids for the skill the skill nodes, which is towards the end if you're going down the middle. So I have a long ways to go to get him boosted, but it's a process I haven't favorited. But I put these together because I know they have some really good speed, and most of these are hero. So we're going to try this out and see if I can find a team that would work. We could try Wakanda's. Let's see if we can take the Wakanda's down. Trick on Wakanda's too is to try to take Cherie down first because she's the healer. So we want to try to squash their healers out ASAP. And it also depends too on how boosted up their Black Panther is as well too, because the stronger Black Panther is, the more he can end up taking out your entire team with his AoE attack. So you got to be kind of careful with that. Alright, so Cherie is out. I'm going to actually go after Killmonger next. Got him out. Yeah, this one's a really easy team. They probably matched me up because they're kind of on the low side, so they did a fairly even match against this. But at least we know that if you're doing somewhat of a punch down or a punch across, you can definitely take out Wakanda's with this team. She just gave him the boot. Alright, so that was a good easy win, and you could tell how well they work together. So this is the team I usually just sim blitz in, so I don't have to waste my blitz charges when I do my run through, so I can kind of save them most of the time by doing that. Guess we can try Ash Guardians on this as well and see what we can come up with. Alright, so here we wanna aim for Hela first before Sif taunts. It's usually my rule is to try to take her out right away. I know a lot of people will try to go after Loki first. It's a hit or miss with me. Usually whichever one. Usually Loki's usually a lot more squishier than Hela is, so we'll normally end up going down first before Hela anyways. And this way I can usually, if I keep hitting her, I can heal block her, or try to stun her, or whatever team I'm using against her to try to get her out. But I know every time you take down one of her minions, she heals some more, so if you don't want her healing, you want to try to avoid that. But if you're battling with symbiotes, you definitely want to hit them first, because every time they kill a character, they get additional speed up, and then it increases their turn meter, which means they get extra attacks, which you kind of saw what happened to me against that one battle where they just kept attacking. That's what happens, which is nice. So you want to try to do that with symbiotes. Go after their weaker guys and take them out. Yeah, so that one was an easy one. So you can definitely take out Ash Guardian. So that would be a good counter, possibly in War. I know War has some different War boosts too, so you got to be kind of careful with that. But for the most part, it looks like that team will take it out pretty good. I had this one too. I was going to try it with X-23 and Phoenix to try to see if I can get some of their speeds in there. Oh, here we go. Here is a Black Order team. Perfect. Okay, so here is a test. This is like perfect timing. This was like the last one I was going to do. But, alright. Let's see if Scopely is lying to us about how well Silver Surfer can take down some BO teams here. So, I'm assuming we want to go after squishies like we would do for if we were taking down... he taunted on me, so that's not going to work. But I have an AoE. So I got some heals going on here. Oh, my Silver Surfer's going to go down. And my stun didn't work. Uh-oh. Okay, so she just stealthed everybody, which is good. And these squishies are nearly not going. Yeah, now he's down. Okay. Guess my Silver Surfer has to be a little bit stronger in order to do this. This is not working. Or the BO just needs to be a lot weaker. I should have probably looked at the power level before I started this. Because I am just getting crushed right now. So yeah, I'll have to play around with that some more and see. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to max out Silver Surfer then, and probably the other guys too, and figure out what's going on, because I know it's, like I said, he's supposed to be a good counter for him, according to what, like I said, like Scopely did. I know there was some errors and stuff too, so I don't know if maybe they just didn't roll something out right, or I'm probably just playing it 100% wrong, so... Anyways, so that was the Blitz Run on Silver Surfer, and I will, like I said before, have to boost him up a little bit more. As you can see, Red Guardian, he's at tier 12, and he's almost at 50k, but he's still got a long ways to go too. So I just want to thank you guys for watching, and if you have any comments or concerns or other suggestions as well, or if you actually know that you've actually been able to battle Silver Surfer and you have a team that works, let me know, and I can try it out and play with it, and we can share the knowledge. Thanks again, and thanks for watching Storm of Doom, and stay tuned for additional videos, and if you like the videos, please hit like and subscribe so you can get updates to more.